So who was my executive producer who was doing the Star Talk? My executive producer was my segment producer on Star Talk, si Rayleigh. You know, our consultant for the, what's the title ba? Talk division ba tayo? Comedy, your division, is Bang. Bang Arispacochaga was my first executive producer when I did Show and Tell. Wala akong kamuang-muang, hindi ko pala, wala akong alam. Janine was our production manager for Star Talk. So I'm working with people I know, and I value relationships at hindi ako nagsunog ng tulay. Kahit sabihin pa natin sa ABS-CBN, kinausap ko ba, that's going ahead of the story. But going back to who is high on my list, just before we started this press conference, hindi ko talaga matiis. I had to call Mike Enriquez. He took my call. I will not, you know, it was a very private conversation, but I'm really hoping, he's a very dear friend of mine. Hindi ko man nakikita si Mike na kasing dalas ng gusto ko dahil hindi lamang sa magkahiwalay kami ng tahanan noon, pero he has been a friend, a constant friend. Minsan may pinag-uusapan kami, minsan wala. Minsan, just say, like today, sinabi ko lang, Mike, nandito na ako, nagbabalik. Sabi sa akin, saan? Nagbabalik. Obviously, he is not, and he was not watching television. So sabi ko, nagbabalik ako sa Channel 7. Sabi ko, and I could not imagine not letting you know. I mean, considering my relationship with Mike. At ang sabi ng aking kaibigan, I would not have forgiven you had you not called me. So he's really high up there. I know this is an entertainment show, but yeah, I mean, you know, the boundaries in terms of interviews have been blurred. So, yun. And of course, I'm going to go for the heart evangelistas of this world and the beautiful Marian Rivera, and I'd love to do Maine and Arjo together. I'd love, mga pangarap lang ito. I'd love to be able to do the younger artists na hindi ko pa masyadong kilala, the Julie San Jose's, the Barbie Fortezas. They were in my class because when I was with ABS-CBN, I would give hosting classes for GMA artists. So I knew them from that encounter, from that engagement. Sino pa? I'd like, marami akong high on my list, mga highs on my list. I'd love to be able to do Carla Abellana. Popoy, if you're watching, let's talk. Maninikluhod ako. I'd love to be able to do an interview with Alden. Alden is an old friend of mine. I've known him even before he got into the business. Tom Rodriguez. The sexy Dennis Chilio. Para sa akin yun ang gwapo. And Jen, ito'y walang mali siya. Of course, I'd love to do an interview with Jen. I'd love to do an interview with Paulo Contis. And many others. Sino pa ba ang mga top of mind? Wow. You'd more or less, we can start there. Pero kung nanonood ka hard, Marian, you know, they know I'd love to start with them. Kailangan ko ng tulong nila, tatanggapin ko yun. But I'd like to be able to do meaningful and fun conversations with them.
Lastly na, Tito Boy, at a time na a lot of people are pivoting toward digital media, why do you insist, or why do you still want to return to television?
I believe in the power of, it's an entirely different power. I believe in the magic of television. Alam, ang training ko kasi telebisyon. So, hinahanap-hanap ko talaga. Hinahanap ko talaga yung disiplina siguro. Kung hindi ba disiplina, yung hinahanap ko siguro yung how it is to do television. Matagal, I got into social media, I got into YouTube, I got into TikTok, I got into Facebook. Pero alam ng marami na hindi ako native. But I know enough to be able to engage on various platforms. Pag gumagawa nga ako ng YouTube, 3-cam setup ako eh. Oo, sanay ako dun sa ganung... hindi ko sinasabi that one is more or less than the other. Mas kilala ko lang ang telebisyon. And I wanted to go back to television. I wanted to go back to what I used to do. Able to do, hinahanap mo yung, ano bang equity natin dito? Ano bang separator natin dito? Paano ba tayo maiiba? At lagi tayong nangangarap doon eh, na sana we will be able to do something that's different. We will. Hindi ako hiwalay doon sa linya yun. Pero, katulad ng paliwanag ko nga kay Alan kanina, ano ba ang equity ko na hindi pwedeng mawala doon sa anumang show ang gagawin namin? That show must have an interview. Kailangan may interview. Paano maiiba yung interview na yan sa lahat ng mga interviews? Siguro my body of work will be able to show that. Pangalawa yung, hanggang ngayon, 40, nagbe-brainstorm kami nila RD, nagbe-brainstorm kami na ano ba ang mga pwede pa natin magawa. Sabi ko, I'd like to be able to invent interview tools. I'd like to be able to discover interview styles. Katulad ng paglalaro ko ng konsepto ng Star Talk, ng Fast Talk, rather. How it came about until dumikit sa masang Pilipino. How I came about with the interview tool that I use on Star Talk, ang mahiwagang salamin. So, yun, doon kami ngayon, kaya sinasabi ni Lilibeth na we will be there, but hihimayin muna namin. Hihimayin muna namin. And then, alam namin yung gusto naming puntahan at nanggagaling din kami doon sa marami na nating karanasan sa paggawa ng talk show. Kaya ang hirap sabihin, 1, 2, 3. That's where she's coming from. And I am coming from.
At sa tingin ko, Kuya Boy, yung akin na obserbahan, gusto ka talaga ng GMA na bumalik kasi wala pa nga silang maisip na show, kinukuha ka na nila.
Maraming salamat.
Oo.
At meron na rin sweldo.
Pumatak na. Hindi. Ito na, ayun nga ako, Kuya Boy, i-diretso ko na din yung tanong. Sa'yo po, saan kayo mas nahirapan? Negotiation sa GMA o yung pagpapaalam sa kanila?
Pareho. Pareho. Hindi dahil sa yung negosasyon namin sa GMA 7 was difficult. Inabutan kami ng COVID. Kasi, just to be very clear, we started talking pre-COVID pa to. Matagal. Can I say that? I mean, yun naman ang totoo talaga. Oo, pero ang usapan namin noon was kumustahan, libre ka na ba? And then we would forget about it, and then we would just joke about it, and then we would have meetings.
Pakiramdaman muna.
Pakiramdaman at saka magalang. Oo, yun yung difficulty doon. Nangyari ang COVID. Goodbyes are hard for me in any language. Saying goodbye, lalo na sa personalidad na katulad ng nating marami, ayaw natin makasakit. Pero ako, nakipag-usap ako ng mahusay, nagpaalam ako ng mahusay, at nagbabalik ako ng mahusay.
Yun lang po. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir Gorgie. And wow, okay, so a lot of insightful questions. And of course, I just have to say, from every MediaCon that I've hosted, ang dami talagang insightful answers ni Tito Boy. And I'm sure that a lot of people are excited to see the stories that you guys will writing about this MediaCon. And with that, we end this evening. Marami bang opportunities panigurado kung saan? Ay, may magtatanong pa. Go pa. Ay, okay. Sorry, off the list. Okay. You would love to hear more. Okay, who will be asking?
Naalala ko lang po yung boy kasi the last time na na-interview ka namin ni Rayleigh, last episode ng Star Talk, nag-iiyak kami noon, nag-iyakan tayong lahat, diba? Na siguro na sa isip ni Rayleigh, wala siguro sa isip niya na mag-iipi siya ulit sa'yo.
Totoo.
Yes. Yun lang po. Sir Jerry na po.
Alright.
Kuya Boy,
Cherry.
simple lang yung question ko una sana. Kumusta ka? Kaya lang ang daming halo-halo yung pangungumusta na yun eh. Kumusta kita naman masaya, hindi. Kumusta may mga perlas kang ganyan para sa health. Siyempre, exciting para sa challenges, may agam-agam, bago ito. Pero meron din bang malungkot na pangyayari ngayon sa buhay mo? Kumusta ka? Paano mo sasabihin?
Okay na hindi okay. So ko yung tama ka, Jerry. I'm okay ba naman? Okay ako dahil laki nitong pagsalubong sa akin ng GMA7. I am deeply, deeply grateful. Mula kay Atty. Gozon, kay Lilibeth, hanggang kay RD, kay Cesar Cosme na nakasama namin sa mga meetings, kay Loy, kay Bang, kay Janine, lahat, kay Rayleigh, Romel. I'm okay. And I am honored. I'm deeply honored by the welcome that I have been given. I'm deeply, deeply honored. But I'm not okay. I'm not okay dahil nakipag-iyakan din ako habang nagpapaalam. Pumanaw ang nanay ni Bong, may partner kahapon. It's not easy. It's not an easy. These are tough times. And kasi celebrate lang namin yung death anniversary ng nanay. Katulad ng marami, alam mo yung halo-halo, yung pakiramdam mo. Kanina nga, paalis ako ng bahay. Si Pong had a runny nose. At sabi ko, mag-iingat ka kasi nandito pa rin tayo sa gitna talaga ng pandemya ito. So, bumabalik ako from not okay to okay to not okay to okay dahil nalampasan natin. Lumaban tayo ng maayos. Namimiss ko ang nanay. Yun.
So, medyo ano rin. Nung panahon na mag-eleksyon, bugbog ka, durog sa mga batikos, na nahimik ka, hindi mo sinagot yung mga... Sasagutin mo ba yun? May tamang panahon ba para ikwento mo kung ano yung nangyari?
That's for another engagement. Pero tama ka, I will have to tell my story at one point. I will have to tell my story. Bugbog ako sarado, lahat na yata ng salita na gamit na laban sa akin. Pero, Jerry, ipinagtanggol din ako ng maraming tao.
Maraming nagmamahal pa rin talaga.
Marami ang nagtanggol, maraming nagmamahal, marami ang pumukol ng bugbog, lahat ng klaseng ng pananakit. Pero doon ko na-realize na iba na talaga ang mundo. Doon ko rin na-realize na hahawak ako, aangkla ako doon sa mga taong mahal ko. Sa mga taong, kaya katulad ng halimbawa, somebody asked me earlier, how do you handle bashers? Sabi ko, hindi naman bashers. How do you handle somebody like Bong? You know, Bong, my partner of many years, would tell me, after halimbawa, a good interview, I felt I did a good interview. So I go, Bong, ganda ng interview ko. Ganda mo, kalbo ka pa rin. You know, somebody who doesn't take you seriously, but who treats you the way you are. Kaya ang ipagmamalaki ko lang, Cherry, sa lahat ng pinagdaanan ko, taas, baba ng karera ko, gusto mo man o hindi ang trabaho ko, may inuuwian akong pamilya at mga tao who love me without conditions.
Yung mga nagmamahal sa'yo, mas marami ba yun? Considering na parang, kumbaga yung mga nakaraang buwan, may mga nawala kang kaibigan, parang dahil sa pagkakaiba ng pananaw, wala. Kumbaga yung sa mga nakakakilala talaga sa'yo, walang nawala dun sa mga, ito nung turing na kaibigan.
Palagay ko mas marami akong kaibigan. Iilan-ilan lamang at nagdadasal ako na hindi masyadong malalim yun. Nagdadasal ako na sana yung pagkakaiba-iba natin ng pananaw, our different opinions, sana will not define our relationships. Naalala ko lamang yung isang symposium that I hosted during COVID, pre-election ito. It was an Asian forum Zoom lang that I moderated, and we were talking about polarization, yung pagkakahati-hati, yung pagkakahiwa-hiwalay, na sa Singapore daw ay ang polarization ay benign, samantala ang Pilipinas ay predatory, na pag hindi mo halimbawa at pag hindi mo naiintindihan ang choice ko, bobo ka or bobo ako. Palagay ko bahagi ito ng paglalakbay natin towards let's say political discourse, mature political discourse, or mature behavior as a country, as a people. Bahagi yun. Hindi naman kasi ako pikon eh. Lahat na ito napapag-usapan natin. Jerry, natawag na ako ng lahat. Mula bobo, to pangit, to laos, hindi marunong mag-interview. Lahat yan. Lahat yan. I'm not saying that I wasn't hurt. Sakit. Masakit yun. Pero, you get used to pain at a certain point in your life. You get used to pain and you learn how to pray. And you learn how to use that pain. Ako, decision yun eh. It was a deliberate decision that that pain I was going to use for me to become a better person. Lalo na sa kalagitnaan ng COVID, when I was so unsure and all of us were unsure and uncertain as to what was going to happen. Earlier today, also somebody asked me what I learned, what the most important lesson I had during COVID. Sabi ko, I take it from Bill Gates. Hindi ko naman original yun. He did a speech and hindi naman ganun ang pagkasabi niya. Sabi niya, all of us have to contend with our finitude. Simply said, ang sinasabi niya, and I agree with him, the most important lesson I learned during COVID was that realization na lahat tayo mamamatay. That we are on borrowed time. So, my deliberate decision is that knowing, cognizant that I am not going to last forever, I want to be kinder. I want to be more fair. I want to be more compassionate. I know it's not going to be a perfect journey to become a better person than who you are today, but I will try. I will try to be better.
With all these realizations, Tito Boy, ano yung ipinagdarasal mo? May hinihiling ka pa ba o nagpapasalamat ka na lang? Pinapasa Diyos mo na lang?
My prayer is really saying thank you. As Angelo would say, thank you is the language that you use in the presence of God. I just really say thank you. Ang wish ko, palagi ko wish natin lahat, mabuhay lang tayo ng maayos, malusog, walang sakit. Pumapangalawa na lahat yung sana maging matagumpay ang aking palabas sa GMA7. Sana hindi ako masyadong bubugin ng mga hindi nakakakilala sa akin, na wala akong utang na loob at marami pang iba, at kung ano-ano pang masasakit na mga salita. How do I handle that? Hindi naman ako nagbabasa. Hindi talaga ako nagbabasa. I have a very strong support system that gives me fair, honest feedback.
Salamat, Kuya Boy.
Salamat.
Sa iyong kindness, generosity, sa lahat-lahat na all these years.
Same here. Maraming salamat, Cherry.
Emotional si Jay.